It is over. Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup career, 20 years, 6 tournaments, 14 goals across 5 different decades of football, is finished. Spain beat Portugal 1-0 on Monday, and after the final whistle, Ronaldo confirmed it himself. This was his last World Cup. The greatest individual career in the history of football just had its final chapter written in Dallas, Texas. Here is how it ended and what it all meant. Spain versus Portugal. A AT&T Stadium, Dallas. The Iberian Derby, 2 neighboring countries who had never met in a World Cup knockout stage before. Spain were the better team throughout. Goalkeeper Unai Simon recorded Spain's 6th consecutive World Cup clean sheet, a new World Cup record. Portugal were not poor. They were organized, physical, and dangerous on the counter. Ronaldo started the match. He worked hard. He chased every ball. At 41 years old in the round of 16 heat of a World Cup knockout, he gave everything he had. Then, 93rd minute, stoppage time. Ferran Torres slips a pass through the Portugal defense. Merino controls and finishes. 1-0 Spain. That was it. Portugal had no time to respond. The final whistle went seconds later. Ronaldo dropped to his knees on the pitch in Dallas. His World Cup career was over. 93 minutes into the game, stoppage time. The goal that ended Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup story came in the last possible seconds of the last possible match of his career. Here is what Cristiano Ronaldo leaves behind at World Cups. 6 tournaments: 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, 2022, 2026. He appeared at his first World Cup at 21 years old. He walked off the pitch for the last time at 41. He is the only male player in history to appear at 6 World Cups. He scored 14 World Cup goals across those 6 tournaments. Goals in every single one of them. He scored a hat trick against Spain in 2018. He cried on the pitch in Qatar in 2022 after Portugal were knocked out by Morocco. He carried Portugal, a nation of 10 million people, to 6 consecutive World Cups on the back of his individual brilliance. He never won the World Cup. It is the one trophy that escaped him across a career where he won everything else. 5 Champions Leagues, 5 Ballon d'Or awards, league titles in 4 different countries, the Euros with Portugal, the World Cup, never. That is the story that will follow him forever, and it does not diminish what he was. After the match, Ronaldo spoke to the media. He confirmed what everyone already felt. This was his last World Cup. He said, and I am paraphrasing because these are his words, that he gave everything, that he has no regrets, that he is proud of what Portugal achieved under his leadership, and that he wants to be remembered as someone who always gave everything for his country. What Ronaldo leaves at international level is this: he is Portugal's all-time top scorer with 135 goals. He wore the national jersey 217 times. He won the Euros in 2016. He won the Nations League, and he dragged a Portugal team that would have struggled without him to 6 consecutive World Cups, through qualification campaigns that would have been almost impossible without his goals. 135 international goals, 217 caps, 6 World Cups, no World Cup trophy. The most productive and the most incomplete career in football history at the same time. Only Ronaldo could make that sentence make sense. And now the question that will dominate social media for the next week: the GOAT debate. Messi, who won the World Cup in 2022 and is still playing in this tournament, versus Ronaldo, who won everything except the World Cup and has now retired from it. Here is the honest answer. Messi won the World Cup. Ronaldo did not. In the one competition that football decides its ultimate champion, Messi has the advantage Ronaldo can never close. But the GOAT debate was never only about one trophy. It was about 2 decades of 2 players pushing each other to be the best versions of themselves, making the game bigger than it had ever been, filling stadiums across every continent, scoring goals that had never been scored before, both of them, together, at the same time. That does not happen again. The GOAT debate ends today, not because one answer is right, but because one half of it just retired from the World Cup. Whatever your answer is, there is no right or wrong. There is only appreciation for what we just watched across 20 years of football. And while Ronaldo's career was ending in Dallas, in New Jersey, the second biggest upset of this entire World Cup was happening. Norway 2, Brazil 1. Erling Haaland, who had already scored 5 goals in the group stage, added 2 more in the round of 16. He now has 7 World Cup goals in 1 tournament. 1 player, 1 tournament, 7 goals. Norway, a country that had not been at a World Cup since 1998, have just knocked out the 5-time world champions. Brazil, with Vinicius Jr., Rafinha, and Rodrigo, eliminated by Erling Haaland and a Norwegian side that nobody believed could get this far. Ancelotti's Brazil are out. 24 years without a World Cup title becomes 28 at minimum. Brazil's earliest exit since 1990. the year before Ronaldo was even born. 7 goals in one World Cup. No player in the history of this tournament has scored more in a single edition. Haaland has not just beaten Brazil, he has written his name into World Cup history in one afternoon. One day, 2 stories. Ronaldo's World Cup career is over. 20 years, 6 tournaments, no trophy, and a legacy no number can fully capture. And Haaland's World Cup story is just beginning. 7 goals, Norway in the quarterfinals, Brazil eliminated for the first time this early since 1990. The old era ends, a new one announces itself, and the 2026 World Cup is not even at the quarterfinals yet. Final line, look at camera. Ronaldo or Messi, who is the GOAT? And who do you think wins the World Cup now? Drop both answers below. Subscribe. Every match, every story, explained simply.